fireplace with me, it's apparel. Is there gonna be a problem with those have to have?
Yes, it actually says on the website too, but fires can only happen within the fire pits that are provided by the venue.
So we can't have?
No, unless it's propane. Yeah, no wood burning fire other than the fire pits by the venue.
But we could have propane
Yep.
fire, ceremonial fireplaces?
Yeah, and that's a rule from the venue, just to, no embers and burning the place down, because you just got it.
No virgin burning, no sacrificial lamb, you know, that's,
But there will be a community fire pit.
yes.
Keep the trend going mostly. Do we have any information on layouts for theme camps? Like, if we're starting to plan what our camp is going to look like and how we're going to be laying out our structures, is there any information available so that we can pre-plan how we're setting stuff up?
So the same that we did last year, you'll get notification of what your lot size is about a month out.
Okay.
We're going on Saturday for even more measuring. This is a new venue and it's a really, really big venue, so we're measuring it to death, and we have 3 people on space this year, including me helping them out to try to map everybody and get everybody fitted. But the same as last year too, team camps will be able to come up for a site visit a week or 2 out to actually survey their area and figure out how they best want to fit in there.
And then the one other question I had, do we have gray water disposal rules?
No.
Okay.
Not in the river.
That is something I'm still hashing out with the venue of how they would best like to handle it, because they do have a sewer, or a septic system, but they don't want to overload it. So I'm trying to suss out with them what they would like best, for people to approach. And it'll be in the survival guide, which will come out hopefully at the end of this month.
So hang on, are you saying that Seattle Compression is now going to be an all-ages event like Key Arena?
Can you repeat the question?
So Seattle Compression, you're saying, is now an all-ages event like Key Arena?
Well, right now we are, we have a request for proposal out for a producer for sea compression. So whomever chooses to run that awesome and amazing, incredible, outstanding event, we will work with them to create an event that is as accessible to as many people as possible. In the back?
Seeing how fireworks will be legal that week, will we be shooting fireworks?
Are you asking for fireworks at Critical? No. You cannot have fireworks at Critical. No, fireworks have never been allowed at Critical. Yeah, no, there's kind of crazy things. Yeah, that's way too dangerous.
Will we be ejected from the event if we set up fireworks?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be no argument. Rob and then Leanne.
So I don't know how my opinion compares to the vast majority of people who attended sea compression, but I didn't like it very much for a variety of reasons. But that's fine. I mean, like, it doesn't have to appeal to everybody, but like, since it seems like the focus is kind of like expanding the appeal and making it all ages, is there going to be an event to kind of make up for that? To be more adult oriented? I know that like booze is, getting booze permits and that sort of thing is a pain in the ass.
It's not that it's a pain in the ass, is it cost us more money than we realized when we started to do a final analysis.
It actually had nothing to do with the cost of insurance. It had nothing to do with the labor going into
The cost of insurance was something that was mentioned. That's why
it's a factor. It is a factor. It's not the only factor.
Sure.
There's a larger commitment to the community. Like, we want to make it all ages so more people can come.
Sure.
And is the question, we're going to have a different event so that we can make up for the inclusive event that we used to have, where we would lock the gate and let people in, pay a ticket, see smart. Is that the question?
I guess.
The answer is no.
Okay.
Not at this point. Now here's the great part. What we're trying to do is we're trying to space out events. We're trying to get more things available for you, but we're not going to do that. We're going to throw the money out to people to throw critical, and we're going to throw the money out to people to throw sea compression. That's our commitment. What we're not going to do is fund a huge booze-driven event anymore. It's just not going to happen. So.
Now, if you're so inspired, we are looking for a producer for sea compression. And Joel just said we're throwing a pile of money. So folks, here's your opportunity to really let your craft run wild. Go ahead, Liz.
So I actually had a question. So I was on production for sea compression as well. What about sea compression did you not like?
It felt really scattered.
Okay.
It felt really spread out. There never really felt like any kind of there wasn't a lot of cohesion. The booze thing, like I'm not out to get hammered out of my mind and like party or whatever. But like I don't think I got a drink the whole time because it was impossible.
Because of the bars.
Yeah, I mean it's not like I'm not saying I have to like go, carrying a drink around all the time, but like there was just such a large crowd that like all the bars were overloaded and it was impossible for me to actually obtain a drink if I wanted to stay in a bar or not.
Might also been raining like crazy.
Yeah, sure. Also.
That was the hard part, not having somewhere like everyone could gather under a ceiling. Like it was
Yeah,
important.
and like I understand, like
Yeah.
that's a lot of infrastructure to do that, but
It was also the first
Yeah.
year, so it was a.
and
like they
I
said, it was a
understand
total
that as well.
experiment.
Yeah.
They did want a larger indoor area for
You'll
people.
remember too, let me interject, you'll remember too, in Burien a few years back, we did 2 years in Burien, and we did cover the entire thing, and it rained like cats and dogs, right?
Yes.
So that, we had a
I
couple
was there.
bars, right? And so we have it in the past, and it's massively expensive. We're just changing, because a ton of our community has kids, a ton of them. I have 2, and I had them all at once, right? Like, imagine. So for years on end, I would go do 12 days of work for that one night party and not get to see my children, right? So out of all the time I've been on site at the events, subtract that from my ability to see my kids, right? And then multiply that by the number of people that were in the same situation. My kids this year spent more time at sea compression than I did. That's awesome. I loved it. It was great. They loved it, right? So the booze part, I understand you're not terribly into that, but understand that every decision that we make is rooted in that need to provide a safe environment for people to drink. So when we uproot that, it makes changes in infrastructure, it makes massive changes to the finances, as Eric pointed out on that slide, right? That gap, it's not really a gap, it's just a different decision that we make. Sure. You understand that?
Can I jump in there a little bit too? Our point of inclusiveness is to also not only be this point of like we need to have kids in all ages there, it's also to be able to take care of the drinkers as well. I love a cocktail as much as anybody else, and it's unfortunate the way that sea compression came out. It was not completely formulated to work with the space that we were allowed, but we tried to work with the bars all around us to be able to provide an outlet for people to be able to go and drink at, and the weather just totally shit on us. So the idea is not to just completely switch to this like we're a family-oriented kind of Disney-like experience. It's like, no, we want to take care of everybody. I mean, everybody. So the coming at us with ideas of like how to integrate the drinkers with this whole all ages thing is what we're also talking about. It's like somebody brings an RFP to us or some sort of idea that has that kind of sort of situation working out. Great, we want to be able to accommodate. If there's an adults only area because it's just not going to work to have kids being walking through, we want to accept that as well. So it's not like we're
You can
shutting
see the
things
elements.
down.
You can see the elements of everything that we described and everything that you are probably looking for in that RFP. You can see the openness of it. You can see like, hey, these are our few requirements, but other than that, what do you want to do? Right? So that's the future.
And
Mark,
Let me jump. We're also here to facilitate the community. There could be new events that come up in the future if people have the willingness to drive, the creation of a new event. And that's something that all of us are open to and would like to see happen.
Yes.
What about beer gardens?
This-
With what we learned with the experiment last year is that if we're able to foster a stronger partnership and relationships with the bar owners and the bar managers, then we will have a longer, more sustaining relationship. With Georgetown, most of us have gone there and we've enjoyed cocktails, we've enjoyed dinner, we've enjoyed partying there, but we really haven't made a concerted effort to establish a stronger relationship with the merchants there.
So can the merchants set up beer gardens?
Well, right now, if we were to ever do anything in Georgetown again, we would still look to the bars to be our liquor supplier, because they can carry the liability, they can deal with the drunk people, and we can have a smashing fundraising event. So we're trying to shift the burden so that we don't have to deal with some of the headaches. Riffraff?
And one of the things, I was really lucky to go to the GLC this year. This was actually my second GLC. The first one was 10 years ago. So it was a big change. One of the most impressive displays or presentations I saw was from Sweden. They did their first regional event in Sweden last year, and basically the organizers rented a room, a very, very big room, and then told their community, bring it. Oh, and on Sunday, clean. And that was all they did. Basically, the organizers provided the space, and the participants did everything else. It was quite amazing. The pictures were one thing, but talking to other people who went there was even more interesting and amusing. I'd like to emphasize that we are a democracy, and we are, and Mission Northwest was organized and continues to be an enabler for a space, for a venue, and for a context. But we are the ones who bring whatever it is we want to see. So just please keep that in mind. Over the years, I've heard of Mission Northwest being asked to provide things more and more, or to do this or provide that, and there's some merit to that. But do keep in mind, it's really us who brings it. So that's really all I have to say.
I just want to make sure if we have any Facebook social media questions.
Step on each other's toes, and I know that Burning the Forest has also traditionally held the second week. So I'm just wondering if the board has reached out to their organization's leadership to even just give them heads up for 2017, because they're also renegotiating their contracts right now.
Okay.
They actually approached us at Sea Compression and told us they were taking our traditional event.
Well, I know
and
for
that
this
they were-
year, but I'm saying for 2017,
Yeah.
they're.
So they said that
they
from
know.
here on out that they were taking the 3
Yeah.
weekends.
They know.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, because we are so awesome, our information spreads like fire, and everybody catches our enthusiasm and wants to play with us.
And
come to our
as
events.
Other regionals, I'm actually in contact with the soap producers, and I've talked to other local producers as well last year. But all of us have a lead and producer exchange. So soap producers and their, I want to say their medical are coming up to critical, and myself and my TE from this year are going down to soap. And each person goes and works a shift, and then they do a whole wrap-up report for that event. So we have a really strong connection with all the regionals in the area in Pacific Northwest.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now, any other questions?
Yeah, did Seattle compression sort of suffer from too many people? Did Seattle compression suffer from too many people?
Did sea compression suffer from too many people? I don't think there's ever such a problem. We've handled crowds up to 2,500. So we are a well-oiled machine when we have the facilities to do it.
An appropriate home and costs were completely prohibited at the direction and way that we
Now, before I let you guys go, I want you to look to your left and look to your right. There's probably somebody in this room that you don't know. So before I let you go and answer a few more questions, I want you to introduce yourself to somebody new, because we've got a few new people here in the audience, and it would be good for us to build community starting one handshake at a time. Riff Raff, you had a question?
No, actually, it's just a little pitch thing. Rangers. Thank you. Stay tuned. Anybody who's been to any of our regional events or once before, you might be interested in Ranger. We're going to be giving regional Ranger training, and we'll be doing the standard regional Ranger evaluations and everything else like that. There's going to be a lot of information about that coming out in the next month or two. Critical Northwest is the place where we do it, and we'll be offering training classes about 4 hours long each before Critical Northwest starts. So just keep that in mind, and that's all I've got to say for that.
I know I have a couple more questions in the audience to deal with, but I've been remiss, you guys. I screwed up. Liz Young from the EMP is here, but it's actually Elsa that we're going to... Elsie. Liz, please come up and tell us about the Maker Faire.
It's okay. And I think there's a video that.
Harlan, can you bring us all the way to the back to the front where the video is?
Elsie's really excited to assist me. You want to hand out flyers? You can hand out flyers.
You're going to the Maker Faire slide.
How far? Where are you going?
Maybe there wasn't one. Maybe that's why.
There is.
Oh, there is one. Okay.
Click the little links.
Oh, cool. Perfect. Yeah, I'll just start with this, and then I'll say a couple of things that people might be ready to get going. That was funded by Ignition Northwest, I think. Have people been to Maker Faire?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Well, it's the 5th year this year, and it was run by a volunteer organization, Penn University. And they approached us when they were losing their space, and we're also looking to grow. They were kind of outgrowing their space. And so EMP has taken it on with a large committee of community members. And I have been trying to form a relationship with Ignition Northwest. It was through them. And then I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna try to reach out this year. And they were really responsive. I was really happy to see that. I know in other communities there's a really symbiotic relationship with Maker Faire and the Burning Man communities, and I would love to see local big art projects, and this is such a great community for it. The program itself just is really celebrating creativity, invention, ingenuity, individuals who are making things, as well as like communities that cultivate that. And it just seems like there needs to be more of a partnership again with Ignition Northwest. And so I would love to see that happen. I would love to see individual artists apply, which has been happening, but I think it could be more. The deadline for applications this year for individuals is June 20th. Like what you were talking about, we're kind of running out of space. I see it growing in the next few years, maybe being more of a featured fair, not a mini Maker Faire. I think Make Magazine, who's the licensor, really wants that to happen. So I just foresee there being more and more potential for bigger partnership with the burner community. I would love to see that happen. So thank you for having me here, just to, first of all, just kind of know more about it. It's been newer to me, and I'm very inspired just by the community spirit and creativity of this group. And just that you're like having live stream here. I don't know if it's awesome. So anyways, I'm excited to continue the conversation. Please apply. We'll figure out if there's something larger. I don't know if it'll be this year or in the future, but thank you for having me.
Thank you, thank you.
So she's passing out flyers, but it's makerfairseattle.com, or if you go to empmuseum.org, it's /makerfair. You can find more information.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you very, very much, Liz. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay. That's okay. I was like, I think it must be at the end.
Now, I know, Grace, you had a question, and you were going to maybe hawk for medical and critical?
Hell's no.
Okay, well then talk. Stand up, say something. What did you want to say?
Actually, this year I switched camps, and I'm working for the INW funded Honk Fest. So I wanted to just pimp Honk Fest. It's freaking awesome. If you guys want to see 25 or 30 marching bands from around the country play their little hearts out and have a really good time, Honk Fest is taking place July 16th to 19th. June. So it's the 16th is in Georgetown, which is Thursday night. 17th is going to be on Capitol Hill and Square Park and Cal Anderson Park. On the 18th is going to be after the Fremont Solstice Parade ends up at Gasworks. It'll be at Gasworks Park. And then on the last day, it is going to be in a new venue, which we're really excited about. And, Vintage Northwest heads up. Columbia City is going to be hosting Honk Fest for the final day. So that's going to be really cool. It's a new venue, so we'll see how it goes. And come visit me in the merch booth if you want to say hi.
Thank you, thank you. I need to do my duty. Are there any other questions, comments, motions on the floor? Oh, wrong type of meeting, sorry, no motions on the floor. We have in the back, ladies and gentlemen, a garbage can, a recycling can, and a composting can. Yes, Cece, you want to help us compost?
No, I wanted to thank the board for being up here presenting today.
Big round of applause for these guys! We are very lucky and very fortunate in Seattle to have such a great group of friends, community members, and interested parties who want to help us do amazing things. Let's leave tonight meeting new people and inspired to do something awesome tomorrow. Thank you.
Alright, you two people. The webcast had a lot of audio issues. I don't know why. I think the main little amp here blew out my audio. So, it was kind of stupid, but we're back up and running now. Thanks for coming. There's people, yeah, there's people still in the camera. I'm going to leave it up for a little while longer so you all can see going on, and then we're going to get out of here. Thanks so much for your time, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Mid-high football rules.
Then I'm not going to stick my face.
Thank you very, very much.
Sorry, talk now. Hi. You're on the camera the whole time, so you can take the face off. I zeroed in the camera. Sweet. I did.
Oh, okay, for Saturday?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.